Imagine waking up one morning, opening your email, and the first line you see is, "Your position has been automated. Thank you for your service." That used to sound like sci-fi. Now it's just Monday. In 2026, AI isn't some futuristic toy. It's baked into hiring, customer support, marketing, even how companies decide who to promote and who to let go. So which jobs actually survive the AI era? And how do you move into them before it's too late? Some of the answers will surprise you. So let's start with this. AI is not coming for all jobs. It's coming for a specific type of work. If your day looks like this, follow a script, click the same buttons, fill the same forms, repeat a process that never changes, that's exactly what AI is being trained to do. Admin tasks, basic reporting, simple customer support, data entry, pull me last week's campaign numbers, all of that is getting automated. But while those tasks disappear, many roles are reshaping instead of dying. What companies are suddenly desperate for are people who can think in systems instead of tasks. Make judgment calls when the AI seems confident but is completely wrong. Talk to humans, build trust, and make decisions with incomplete information. If your job can be reduced to a checklist, then assume a machine is learning it right now. If your job is designing that checklist and deciding when to break it, you're in a much safer spot. To make this simple, think of future-proof work in three big buckets. First, human-to-human jobs. These are roles where the connection is the product. Therapists, nurses, coaches, high-trust consultants, leaders managing teams. AI can offer information, but people don't want a chatbot breaking bad news about their health or handling a deep personal crisis. The emotional nuance, the empathy, the ability to read a room, these are still very human traits. Second, human-in-the-loop jobs. These are my favorites because they're not fighting AI, they're driving it. AI product managers, operations people, prompt engineers, system supervisors, and modern marketing agencies. These are people who know what AI should do, where its blind spots are, and how to plug it into a workflow. And third, physical and craft jobs. Electricians, plumbers, technicians, carpenters, people who solve problems in messy real-world environments. Robots love controlled conditions. Now, let me show you a perfect example of human-in-the-loop work. When people say AI will kill marketing jobs, they're only half right. Yes, AI is eating a huge chunk of repetitive marketing work. Automatic reports, basic ad variations, simple copy, send this email when someone opts in. But here is what's actually happening inside agencies. The low-ticket manual work, we will post your Instagram every day type of work, this is dying. The high-level strategic AI-powered agency is very much alive and more profitable. The agencies that survive 2026 don't sell the message, "We will do your social media." They sell, "We will own your growth system." They're reading data, not just exporting it, designing funnels and offers, not just writing captions. And they're using AI to test ideas faster, not to replace thinking. And they're doing it by turning their stack into one integrated, automated machine instead of 10 disconnected tools like CRM, an email sender, an SMS tool, a booking app, and a bunch of random integrations. They plug everything into one place. A lead comes in, gets tagged, drops into a sequence, receives emails or SMS, gets reminders, books straight into a calendar. That doesn't kill agency jobs, but it changes them. Now, you don't need 5 people doing this grunt work. You need a strategist who understands the client, the offer, and the numbers. A system person who knows how to set up automations and AI workflows. One good system specialist inside an agency can set up automations that would have taken a whole fulfillment team a few years ago. And that frees everyone else to do the things that AI still sucks at: understanding humans, reading the market, and making bold calls. This is exactly why successful agencies use High Level. And I partnered with them for this part of the video because I actually think it solves the problem I'm talking about. It's not just another tool. It's the complete operating system for running a marketing agency or service businesses. Everything in one place instead of 10 disconnected platforms. Let me show you what I mean. First, it's your CRM. Every single client conversation lives here. Emails, SMS, calls, notes. You're not digging through old threads. Open the contact record and everything's there. Second, automations. This is where it gets powerful. You build your follow-up sequences once and they just run. Someone fills out your content form, they automatically get a welcome email, maybe a text, a reminder to book a call. You set it up once, it works forever. Then you also get client scheduling. You connect your calendar, set your availability, client books themselves. No more questions like what time works for you, back and forth for 3 days. Next, invoicing and payments. You connect Stripe or your other payment processor, create invoice templates, send it with one click. Client pays through the system, you see who paid, who is late, automated reminders go out. And proposals. Build templates here once and then fill in the client's details, send it, and they will sign digitally. You track who opened it, who is sitting on it, and the best part for agencies is that High Level is white labeled. You get your logo, your colors, your domain. To your clients, it looks like you build custom software. You set up everything once and it runs for every single client. No manual work, no forgetting your steps. Without systems, you are stuck doing admin work all day. That's exactly what AI and automation replace. With High Level, that's handled. You focus on understanding clients, designing campaigns for them, and making strategic calls. That's the agency role that survives the AI era. Check the link to High Level in the description if you want to try it, and you will get an extended 30-day trial through my link. Now, real talk, what's the one task in your business that you wish you could automate right now? Tell me in the comments. I will read every single one. Okay, let's talk about the other job groups that are very likely to survive and in many cases actually grow. AI orchestrators. People who design how AI is used in a business. Job titles like AI product managers, operations people, automation architects who map out workflows and decide what the AI touches and what stays human. Prompt and interaction specialists. These are people who know how to talk to AI so it gives useful, reliable output. They build prompt libraries, chat flows, and interfaces so that non-technical people can work with powerful models without breaking everything. Then AI supervisors and automation managers. These are the humans on top of automation. They watch dashboards, handle exceptions, investigate weird patterns, and decide when to override the machine. You also have data, machine learning, and AI engineers. These are the builders behind the scenes. They design, train, and integrate AI systems into products and internal tools. Not everyone needs to be in this bucket, but if you like technical work, this is a big one. Now, the next category of jobs are human-centered and physical roles. Doctors, nurses, therapists, carers, they use AI for diagnostics, for risk scores and treatment suggestions, but they are the ones talking to the patient, making the final call and holding the responsibility. Then we also have education and learning designers. These are not just teachers, but people who design learning experiences, who create online programs, coaching ecosystems. They focus less on delivering information and more on getting someone from point A to point B. And then we have physical trades and on-site problem solvers like electricians, plumbers, technicians, carpenters, specialized installers. These jobs do not vanish. They get supercharged with better tools, AR, augmented reality assistance, and AI diagnostics. But you still need someone on site making judgment calls in messy, real-world conditions. Then we have entrepreneurs and creators who are using AI, something like solo founders, like me, content creators, small teams that blend domain expertise with AI to move insanely fast. They're not competing with AI, they're using it as leverage to do what used to require a whole big company. Did you notice the pattern here? None of these are the kind of jobs where you just follow the script and shut your brain off. They all involve judgment, creativity, human interaction, or physical problem solving. So how do you actually position yourself for these jobs? There are 3 skill sets you want to start building this year. First, power skills. I hate the term soft skills because these are the hardest to automate and actually the most valuable. Emotional intelligence and empathy, clear communication and storytelling. Another skill is negotiation and influence. Systems thinking, seeing how all the pieces of a business fit together. These skills make you valuable in almost every job cluster that I mentioned. Second, AI fluency. You don't have to become a machine learning engineer, but you do need to be AI literate. Know what tools exist in your field, understand what they're good at and where they fail, and be able to break your job into tasks. AI should do this, a human must do that. Treat AI like a super intern. Great at drafts and ideas, but terrible at final decisions without your supervision. And third, adaptability and continuous learning. So job titles are going to keep changing. The people who win are the ones who get comfortable with that constant shift. Now, I want to leave you with a simple 3-step plan that you can do this week. But first, let me know, have you already felt AI impact your job or business? Comment yes or not yet, and let me know what has changed. Now, back to the steps. The first one is audit your job. Take a blank page, write down everything that you do in your normal week. Mark anything that's repetitive, rule-based, and that doesn't require much judgment. That's your automation risk pile. The rest is your value pile. Step 2, pick your direction. From these 3 big buckets, human to human, human in the loop, and physical craft, pick the one that feels most like you. Then pick one job cluster from this video that lives in that bucket. If you are into marketing and business, then AI-ready agency work might be good for you. If you love teaching, maybe it's learning design. If you like solving physical problems, maybe it's a skilled trade plus some tech. Step 3, build a 6-month upgrade plan. For the next 6 months, commit to these 3 upgrades. One AI tool that you will learn deeply, one power skill like storytelling, negotiation, or maybe facilitation, and one domain skill in the field that you chose. That's it. No 20-year plan, just a 6-month sprint that makes you harder to replace. The future of work is not humans versus AI. It's humans who know how to work with AI versus humans who don't. And if you're still watching this video, you're already in the first group. Your only job now is to stay there. And I'd love to hear your story. Has anyone watching this already switched careers because of AI? Or maybe are you planning to do it? Share below. And now, if you'd like to know what are the best AI business ideas for this year, check my video linked up there. I'll see you in that next one.